Now I'm going to show you how to do some editing in DaVinci Resolve. Now I have my project loaded, but I don't have my media files. So I'm going to go load in my media files here. I have 2 gameplay clips. DaVinci Resolve, you can preview clips before you add them in. I like what it's seeing here, so I'm going to drag and drop my Counter-Strike clip in here. Counter-Strike clip is too long, so I'm going to cut the beginning here, because I don't want that. Cut out here. I'm going to delete the rest. I'm going to drag and drop my Star Wars clip. I'm going to cut it around here. And I'm going to cut the clip here. So now that I have my 2 clips, I'm going to start editing. Now I don't like Counter-Strike clip at the beginning. Click backspace. Now I could drag Counter-Strike clip forward, but it's a lot easier to undo this and click delete. Counter-Strike clip automatically goes to the very beginning of the timeline. I want to offset this audio, so I'm going to move Star Wars clip back. Both the video and the audio is coming together. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. I'm going to right click, click link clips, and I'm going to select an empty space on the timeline. Just drag and drop this audio. Now I could go and cut the audio, but it's far easier to drag the Star Wars clip forward, line it up. So now that I have the audio and the video lined up where I want it, I'm going to cut the video. So I found the spot that I want. I'm going to cut it right here. And now I want to add some effects. Various different effects. They're all separated on what kind of effect it is. I'm not finding what I'm looking for here. Now remember, when searching, make sure to search in the toolbox at the very top, the effects library. Because if you're searching in audio and you're searching for additive dissolve, you're not going to find it because there's no effect in audio transitions labeled additive dissolve. So you're going to go to toolbox. I'm going to search up additive dissolve. I found the dissolve transition that I wanted. I'm going to drag and drop that right to the beginning of this Counter-Strike clip here. Now I want another transition, but I don't remember the name of it, so I'm going to go look at it. Now in DaVinci Resolve, I can preview the effects and transition before I add them in. Now I could squeeze this in, but it's actually a lot easier to go select the video, go to transitions, and click in and out. So I want to fix up the blur transition first. I want it to 5 seconds. I'm going to click in, select 5 seconds as well. It looks cool. I like what I got here. Now I want to add some effects as well. So I'm going to go down to effects. So these are not the effects that I was looking for. I'm going to go down to effects. And there's many other effects. You can also preview the effects in Open Effects as well. I like the mosaic effect, so I'm going to add that in. Now mosaic effect is a little too much, so I'm going to go to the effects tab here in Inspector, just like I did with the transition. I'll go to effects, and I'm going to adjust it. So now that I got the effects the way I want them to, I'm going to right click, select copy, and I'm going to right click again on the Star Wars clip and paste attributes. By pasting the attributes, I can now copy the same effects without having to readjust the effects again from scratch. So now I have the effects applied to the Star Wars clip. However, I didn't want it applied to the entire Star Wars clip. I want it to end there. So let's try this again. I'm going to paste attributes. And normally you don't need to retime effects or retime processes. So I'm going to leave those alone. So I've applied the effects. However, in this case, I don't want it messing up the clip too much, and I want to be able to move it later with ease. So I'm going to go to Inspector, Effects, and I'm simply going to disable the effects. Now I'm going to go to Video 1 to add a track. And I'm going to go back to Toolbox, search for Adjustment Clip. Now that I found Adjustment Clip, I'm going to quickly fix length. So in this case, I already have the effect from the Counter-Strike clip set up the way I want it. So I'm going to right click again, copy, and I'm going to paste attributes. Everything looks good. So I'm going to add that in. This is how the clip looks before I added the adjustment layer. It's changed the clip, but the clip is remaining the same. So if I move it over, it's the clip. Looks cool. I want it on this section though, so I'm going to drag it back. Now I want to save the effects. So I'm going to select this adjustment clip. I'm going to head over to Master and create a new bin. You can call this bin whatever you want. Just press F2. I'm going to call this Cool Effects. And I'm going to drag and drop this effect into Cool Effects. So anytime I want my Cool Effects, I just go to Cool Effects folder and I search them in here. I can search these effects in here. You can't find it if you don't name these properly. So make sure you name your effects properly. So I'm going to call this Mosaic Effect. That is how you edit videos using the delete key and the backspace key, individually editing video from audio, copying effects in 2 different ways, from clip to clip using clip attributes and adjustment layers, and saving effects in its own separate folders so you never have to redo effects from scratch again.